So, what exactly is an appraisal form? Appraisal form is a structured document used by managers and human resources staff to evaluate the employee's performance. The form often includes ratings and room for comments on performance. On an appraisal form, managers keep track of employees' achievements and contribution during a specific period. Now, let's talk about the major components of an appraisal form. The first one is basic employee information. This includes the employee's name, position, immediate superior, employee ID, department, and assessment period. It helps identify and track the individual being evaluated. Next is accountabilities, objective, and standards. This section of the form would include the name and description of each accountability objective agreed upon by manager and employee. Furthermore, competencies and indicators. This section of the form includes a definition of the various competencies to be assessed together with their behavioral indicators. Next, major achievements and contributions. Some forms include a section in which a rater is asked to list the 2 or 3 major accomplishments of the individual being rated during the review period. This could refer to results, behaviors, or goals. Moving on, next component is developmental achievements. This section of the form includes information about the extent to which the developmental goals set for the review period have been achieved. This can include a summary of activities such as workshops attended and courses taken, as well as results such as new skill learned. Moreover, developmental needs, plans, and goals. This section of the form is future-oriented and includes information about specific goals and timetables in terms of employee development. While stakeholder input includes sections to be filled out by other stakeholders, such as customers with whom the employee interacts. Stakeholders are defined as people who have first-hand knowledge of and are affected by the employee's performance. Next is employee comments. This section includes reaction and comments provided by the employee being rated. In addition to allowing formal employee input, which improves the perceived fairness of the system, the inclusion of this section helps with legal issues because it documents that the employee has had an opportunity to participate in the evaluation process. Lastly, signatures. The final section of most forms includes a section in which the employee being rated, the rater, and the rater's supervisor provide their signatures to show they have seen and discussed the content of the form. The HR department may also provide approval of the content of the form. There are several desirable factors an appraisal form should include. First, simplicity. Form must be easy to understand, easy to administer, quick to complete, clear, and concise. Second, relevancy. Good forms include information related directly to the tasks and responsibilities of the job. Otherwise, they will be regarded as an administrative burden and not as a tool for performance improvement. Third, descriptiveness. Good forms require that directors provide evidence of performance regardless of the performance level. The form should be sufficiently descriptive that an outside party such as supervisor or HR department has a clear understanding of the performance information conveyed. Fourth, adaptability. Good forms allow managers in different functions and departments to adapt them to their particular needs and situations. This feature encourages widespread use of the form. Fifth, comprehensiveness. Good forms include all the major areas of performance for a particular position for the entire review period. 6. Divisional clarity. Desirable competencies and results are clearly defined for all raters so that everyone evaluates the same attributes. This feature enhances consistency of ratings across raters and levels of the organization. Seventh, communication. The meaning of each of the components of the form must be successfully communicated to all people participating in the evaluation process. This enhances acceptance of the system and motivation to participate in it both as writers and writers. The last one is time orientations. Good forms help clarify expectation about performance. They address not only the past but also the future. Let's take a look at an appraisal form focusing on job knowledge and quality of work. As you can see there, they are consist of basic employees information such as name, which is Ahmad Shamil, his position, which is sales marketing coordinator, his immediate superior Abu Besama, his employee ID, employees department, and assessment period. Moving on to the assessment criteria that consists of job knowledge that has weightage which is 30% and quality of work that has weightage 25%. Each assessment criteria has its indicator.
Hi, I am Fatiha Badrun. Furthermore, in performance appraisal form, it has attitude and behavior. This section is to evaluate or assess the employee's positivity, adaptability, and teamwork. Employer also look for a willingness to take on challenges and a positive approach to change. Moreover, this section is to evaluate professionalism, communication, conflict resolution, and leadership qualities if applicable. The weightage for this section is 25%. Item number 1, which is take initiative and strive for excellence, and item number 2, transparent and high work ethics in discharging work, both are rated as exceeded expectations for Shamil. However, for item number 3, which is able to work as a team and adds to team strength, and also item number 4, conscious on cost and profitability, both are rated as successfully meet the expectations. Moving on to other section in performance appraisal. The other section in a performance appraisal form typically provides a space for additional comments or assessment that may not fit neatly into predefined categories. This section allows the appraiser to include any relevant information that doesn't fall under any specific performance criteria but is deemed important for a comprehensive evaluation. The weightage for this section is 20%. For item number 1, makes effort to self-improve, Shamil's scores exceed the expectations, and those 3 remaining items, which are takes calculated risk and implement countermeasures to achieve goals, role model to other employees, and ensure safely matters are adhered and implemented, Shamil is rated as successfully meet the expectations. So, total score for Shamil's appraisal form is 67 out of 80, which can be considered high. In addition, this is the indicator that Shamil's appraiser used to evaluate or to assess him. As you can see, there are 5 colored boxes that contain their own performance rating, which are exceed expectation, which bring the score of 5. Next, successfully meet expectations, that contain the score of 4. Besides, the form also has neutral in the middle of the performance rating, which bring the score of 3. Next, the form has particularly meet expectations, that bring the score of 2. And lastly, did not meet the expectations, that bring the score of 1 only.
Hello, my name is Muaz Arazi, and I will be emphasizing these 3 blue boxes here, as everyone can see here in the performance appraisal form in Excel. The first box belongs to the area for improvement. The second box for if the training is required or any development measures need to be taken for the employee. And the third box belongs to the employee feedback section. So let us go through each box, starting with the first box, areas for improvement. Areas for improvement in a performer appraisal form refer to specific aspects or skills in an employee's performance that are identified as needing enhancement or development. It is a constructive and evaluative component of the performance appraisal process designed to provide feedback on areas where an employee can grow and enhance their capabilities. These areas are typically distinct from an employee's strengths and accomplishments, also focusing instead on aspects where there is room for refinement. The purpose of highlighting areas for improvement is not to criticize the employee, but to guide professional development, align individual goals with organizational objectives, and ensure continuous learning within the workplace. In performance appraisals, areas for improvement can also encompass a wide range of factors, including technical skills, interpersonal abilities, time management, communication, and task completion. By pinpointing specific areas that require attention, employers aim to support employees in reaching their full potential and contributing more effectively to the overall success of the organization. Constructive feedback within these sessions often includes actionable suggestions for improvement, training opportunities, or resources that can aid the employee in overcoming challenges in the organization. Effective communication about areas for improvement is also very important to foster a positive and growth-oriented work culture. Employees also should feel encouraged to address these aspects collaboratively with their supervisors, setting realistic goals and timelines for improvement. The emphasis is on creating a development dialogue rather than a punitive approach, encouraging a mindset of continuous improvement and skill enhancement. Overall, the areas for improvement section in a performance appraisal form is also a very crucial tool for both employees and organizations to identify, address, and nurture professional growth, ensuring that individuals can contribute their best to the success of the team and also the organization as a whole. So, based on this summary of the area improvement there, the employee needs to prioritize exceeding audience expectations through customized content, diverse formats, and regular strategy adjustments to stay current with the marketing industry trends. Also, the employee needs also to be consistent in delivering valuable material, establishes your brand as a reliable industry source. Let us move on to the second box. Training requirements and development measures play a very important role in the performance management aspect of an organization, also contributing to the continuous improvement and growth of its workforce. In the context of performance management, training requirements refer to the identified needs for skill enhancement or knowledge acquisition that are deemed necessary for employees to perform their roles more effectively in the organization. These needs are often identified through various performance appraisal methods, such as regular evaluations, feedback sessions, or skill gap assessment. Once these requirements are identified, organizations can design and implement targeted training programs to address specific areas of improvement. Development measures, on the other hand, encompass a broader spectrum of activities and initiatives aimed at enhancing the overall professional growth and potential of employees. This goes beyond addressing immediate skill gaps and focuses on cultivating a more comprehensive skills that aligns with both individual career goals and also the company objectives. Development measures may include mentorship programs, leadership training, cross-functional exposure, and opportunities for further education or certifications. Unlike training requirements that tend to be role-specific, development measures are more strategic and forward-looking. This aims to prepare employees for future roles and responsibilities within the organization. Incorporating training and development measures into performance management, it also helps to foster a culture of continuous learning and improvement. Training and development also demonstrate the organization's commitment to investing in its human talent, recognizing that an empowered and skilled workforce is essential and crucial for achieving long-term success. In addition, this aligns individual development goals with the broader objectives of the organization, creating a synergy that benefits both the employee and the company. Effective training and development initiatives also helps to contribute to employee engagement and job satisfaction. When employees perceive that their professional growth is a priority for the organization, they are more likely to feel valued and motivated. This, in turn, can positively impact performance, productivity, and also employee retention. Moreover, in a rapidly changing business landscape, providing ongoing training and development opportunities is essential and very important for keeping employees in the industry trends and technological advancement. This is also helps to ensure that the organization remains competitive. In summary, training requirements and development measures are a very crucial and important components of the performance management framework. They not only address immediate skill gaps but also contribute to the long-term success of the company and also help to sustain the organization objective by improving the workforce of the organization. By aligning this initiative with organization goals, fostering a culture of continuous learning, and prioritizing employee development, organizations can create a dynamic and resilient workforce that thrives in an ever-evolving business environment. As we can see here, the employee needs to improve the strategy, getting used to the CRM tools, as well as gaining priority knowledge regarding the marketing industry for him to fully utilize the company goals. Moving on to the last box, employee feedback. Employee feedback is one of the important components of effective performance management. This serves as a valuable mechanism for communication, development, and improvement within an organization. In the context of performance management, employee feedback refers to the process of providing constructive insight, assessment, and commentary on an individual's performance, behavior, and contributions in the workplace. This feedback can be solicited through formal performance appraisal, regular one-on-one discussions, or more informal channels, creating a continuous feedback loop that is essential for employee growth and organizational success. One key aspect of employee feedback is its role in performance appraisal. Regular, constructive feedback allows employees to understand how well they are meeting expectations, what areas they will excel in, and where there is room for improvement. This information is crucial for setting performance goals, identifying skill gaps, and establishing a roadmap for professional development. In addition, feedback helps employees align their efforts with organizational objectives, fostering a sense of purpose and contributing to overall job satisfaction. Timely and specific feedback is particularly impactful in addressing performance issues and reinforcing positive behaviors. It enables employees to make real-time adjustments to their work, leading to improved efficiency and effectiveness. Constructive criticism, when delivered with empathy and clarity, can motivate employees to strive for excellence and take ownership of their professional development. On the other hand, Acknowledgement of achievement and strength through positive feedback boosts morale, not only morale, but also confidence and help employee to engage more with the organization. The feedback process is not unidirectional. It also involves employees providing input on their experiences, challenges, and suggestions for improvement. This two-way communication is very important to help creating a culture of transparency and trust within the organization. By actively involving employees in the feedback process, organizations can identify systemic issues, help to uncover problems and bring solutions, and form a collaborative environment where both managers and employees contribute to continuous improvement. In the broader scope of performance management, effective employee feedback also contributes to a culture of continuous learning and adaptation. It facilitates open communication, addresses concerns proactively, and aligns individual performance with organizational goals. Moreover, ongoing feedback provides a basis for coaching and mentoring, enabling employees to navigate their career path to contributing to succession planning within the organization. So, to summarize, employee feedback is an integral element of performance management, playing a very important role in employee development, motivation, and also contributing to organizational objective. When approached thoughtfully and consistently, it creates a dynamic feedback loop that supports ongoing improvement, forming a positive workplace culture, and making sure that individual and organizational goals are in harmony. As we can see here in the employee's comment, he acknowledged his strengths and also his weaknesses, and he is ready to be trained to improve himself and upgrade his talent so that he will be able to help the company achieve their objective.
Hi, I'm Hanani Iza. So, we're moving on to the Column Performance Improvement Plan PIP. This part will be filled by the employer. As we can see, Abu bin Sama as an employer. He stated Ahmad Shamil did not require to have this plan because his work performance are satisfied. Besides, he suggests to give bonus for 2023 and salary increment for year 2024 for Shamil. As we can see at below, the comments mandate filled up by the employer on 1st December 2023. So, next, there is Shamil's signature, who is an employee's and the date. Then at the middle, there is supervisor or assessor signature also with date. Lastly, head of department signature and date filled by Mr. Lee Ke-yi. Last but not least, here is a box for human resource or admin use only, which is after the performance improvement plan. We must state that the date we receive the form, remarks by the HR, and received by who. That's all from me. Thank you.